Hello, Galaxy. Oops. I left some filament there on the bed. Um, I don't think that would have caused a problem. It was some of the. This is a silk lime green. Yeah, just silk lime filament from Polymaker. I was using this earlier today as my printer gets going there for the lightsabers for the Dummy 13 General Grievous, fully articulated. And I mean, if you've ever put together a Dummy 13, you know how easy it is, or relatively easy it is. Had a couple of issues. I'd say PEBCAC more than anything. I decided to go with a dark gray filament here instead of a black for General Grievous. I know others did. Hey, Phantom, how you doing? Don't know if you've seen this. The new Dummy, new? It's new to me. Joel Telling tagged me on Instagram, and of course I'm like, what? I'm familiar with the Dummy 13s. I did have an issue with the side flaps of Grievous. Had to use my deburring tool, which let me tell you, this thing is coming clutch this week. This is a must-have. This tool right here. If not this one, then another one. Although I probably need to change the blade. I've used it, for a couple of years now. But I needed to run it alongside. Pardon me, alongside. You got to understand. I'm a little late because I was trying to get this printer going and then forgot my It's Not Your Father's root beer. Have you ever had, you want to talk about making? If I could make this at home, it's root beer. That's what it is. And it's so good. I don't have a headache tonight, so I'm able to drink beer. So anyway, the Dummy 13 Grievous is available on Maker World. I think they spelled Grievous incorrectly, so I couldn't find it again. But if you look for Dummy 13 Star Wars, you should be able to find it just as easily. Or if not, pop onto the Maker Deck Discord server and ask me. I'd be happy to send you the link. But yeah, this turned out to be a really nice General Grievous figure. Was really surprised. I feel like it took fully advantage of the Dummy 13 model and General Grievous. Like, it's a perfect crossover. And originally I was going with a different color for the lightsaber blades, the green and the blue. And then I said, you know what? I think the silks might be pretty bold. But the color that I used for Grievous, I actually have loaded again. A nice cream color again from Polymaker. I'm printing a Shore Trooper right now. That's why I'm going with the color again. But the General Grievous is one of the makes this week, brand new. I'm not sure where it's going to go yet. And then in the 11th hour, early in the morning, early in the morning, as I take another swig, early in the morning yesterday, I woke up and I'm like, dude, it's Life Day. Now, if you're not familiar with Life Day, you are not a Star Wars fan. It was the airing of the holiday special. I didn't even know about the holiday special. No one ever talked about it. It only aired once. Didn't find out about it until like years later, the Star Wars holiday special. What are you talking about? I'm like, what? Went to YouTube, and of course I'm like, okay, people say it's bad, and I watched it. I'm like, okay, it's bad, but it's good. It's a good kind of bad. I don't know how else to explain it, but in there, Chewbacca and his family, he's got a family, dress up in a Life Day, like a red robe at the end, with like a glowing orb. And so I message Play Action Toys. I say, hey, dude, I know this is so late and I'm so sorry, but like, have you thought about doing a Chewbacca in Life Day holiday robes? And he said, no, but I can get on. I was like, oh yeah, I should have. I was kicking myself for not saying something about it earlier. But he did. He turned this around in like record time. The flowing robes. The feet are detachable. If you need an AMS, it's specific. It would be for his face. The teeth don't turn out well without supports, and I didn't use supports on here. I thought about doing a 2X version of this, like a 2X, Wookiee, to have and to hold. I'm going to have them to hold. In fact, I printed several in Polymaker filament. This will be going in the stack to be sending them again. And then this ball here, if I reach down to my handy dandy UV light, is glow in the dark filament again from Polymaker. There we go. We got it nice and bacon now. Bacon. Look, can you see it? It's glowing in the dark. See? Yeah, pretty nice. Let me turn the light again so it's not so dark. Either way, I now have a Chewbacca Life Day robe. And I said, oh, dude, now that he did this, I'm like, you could do Chewbacca's whole family. So I'm going to ask for Chewbacca's whole family to have as action figures. And I'm very, very happy about that. And by the way, thank you for the follow. Very appreciated. Is that a Darth with an X? Very nice. You're coming along to the right place because I am constantly 3D printing Star Wars stuff, including, in this show. I don't know if Matt's going to be joining tonight. We had a Maker Deck meetup last night here locally that turned out really well. I always like getting together with other makers in person. It's fun to do, but it's also fun to talk to other makers, virtually. So anyway, this is a brand new model, certainly, and a brand new print, the Chewbacca Holiday Special. I should have worn, I've got a Life Day robe, like officially licensed Life Day. I should have worn it tonight. But I'm just so happy because my girlfriend repaired my hoodie. My X-Wing hoodie, it's been like torn. The pocket's been torn, so I haven't been wearing it. She fixed it, so I've been wearing it again because it's nice and warm. So anyway, very happy with that and how it turned out. I still have, from last week, I've still got the Lego sets that I've got to put together, including the mech of Luke Skywalker and an X-Wing. This is going to be coming together soon, so I can put it on a mech shelf. Now, on to the other things that I made this week. This is where I kind of wish Matt was here because I printed up a storm. Like I was just print so many new makes this week. It's kind of incredible. So I'm going to be taking pictures of all of them after the show to make sure I've got them for posterity and maybe even hold on to them for next week so I can show Matt. Like, Matt, this is what you missed. He hasn't printed much this week. He's been printing an AMS holder for his A1. He went fully practical. Okay, so I showed the Chewbacca. I've got I thought this was a Bulbasaur, but it's a Squirtle. If someone did it, I think it may be an AI mashup of the Pokemon character as Jedi. So, of course, I had to print it. And I like the mashups, especially when they're done well. So it's another Pokemon. I've got a Pokemon area in a room downstairs where I've got the X1 Carbon. A Darth Santa that I thought turned out really well, except I screwed it up. When I was taking off the sports, I ended up chewing into his helmet. Now, this filament, this red filament, this metallic red filament from Polymaker was perfect for this. So I tried printing a smaller one, and it didn't turn out for different reasons. Other filament kind of bled into it. And I was running low on this spool, so I ordered a new spool. But I may end up reprinting this Darth Vader as well, because that would just drive me nuts. Like, I screwed that up. This was me. And I have no way of effectively, repairing that at this point. Play Action Toys was busy this week. He also released a BB-8. I know that Phantom Printer printed one of these as well. A little fiddly with the top and the bottom. These orange rings are printed separately. The ball's got multicolored printing with the silver or the gray. The headpiece is different. It swivels with an attachment. Use the AMS for that as well. I used a strong filament here. I probably could have gone stronger because this antenna is prone to snapping. It's very, very small. But I ultimately had to take that the deburring tool here and then go around the perimeter. Man, I screwed up my fingers so much of the bottom orange to get it in, and then glued it into place. And then it's basically in place at this point. So I've got a variety of ball droids, some BB-8s. This one turned out extremely well. So that's the second Play Action Toys just over the past week. Found another Darth Vader Ducky, and this one was a nice one. Did this in a printed solid filament. Still had a very super hot pink, like almost neon pink filament for Darth Vader there. Darth Vader Ducky. I printed for, I don't know if I'm going to start like a Grinch shelf, but I liked it. It was a free model that was released this week from someone I follow on Fangs. And I was like, okay, let me see. And then I pulled out like a rainbow filament. It just so happened to be on green up to yellow. I'm okay, that's a nice little Grinch. And so this will be standing next to the other 3D printed Grinch that I made, which will not, I don't think, be sitting out year round. I think I'll probably stow them. Grinch is okay. It's not Star Wars, you know? And speaking of Grinch, I did share something earlier where I was saying, you know, for as anti-consumer as the Grinch was, it's more than ironic that the Grinch is like over commercialized. Like there's Grinch stuff everywhere right now. Just incredible. I like it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, this is a wonderful model. And if I was like totally into the Grinch, I'd be printing Grinch everything. The make that, or the statue that I printed, I did screw up the chest a bit, but it's fine. It looks kind of like it's a wrinkled clothing. I don't know how many other Grinches I am going to be making, but if I find other decent Grinch stuff, I may end up printing a few more. No doubt about that. Do I have a shop to buy anything? No, Marlon, I do not. I don't sell anything. I just print for myself. If I had the license to resell, I would. I can say that, like, for the Chewbacca, I could resell these. It is true. Because he did give me the permission, because he makes the models, and he gave me permission to sell. I just never have. I've never bothered setting up the shop. I do it largely for me. Could I do commissions? Yes. And I've largely done commissions, like, oh, someone wants me to print one thing or another. Happy to do it, even if it happens to be kind of a one-off. But yes, so I can sell certain models that I'm licensed for, like the Play Action Toys models. Other ones I'd have to check the licensing for. And again, I haven't set up a shop, but happy to do commissions or one-offs. This was a nice ducky. I like this ducky way more than the Darth Vader ducky, and I love Darth Vader. But whoever designed this Chewbacca ducky did a fantastic job. Look at the hair and how it flows. I went with a lighter brown on this one. Again, a Polymaker filament, and it turned out very, very nice. This is easily, out of the Chewbacca ducks I've seen, probably number one. This is a top Chewbacca duck. Love it. Did a larger, in the same filament that I ended up using a lot for the Chewbacca Life Day. I hadn't used it in a while. I'm like, okay, let me use it for this sitting Darth Vader. And it turned out perfect. There's a sitting Yoda that I don't think I've done yet. Or is that in the back? Hang on, it's in the back. I was like, I've printed so much. I was like, did I do that? Anyway, this one turned out wonderful. Very, very smooth. But that's not a surprise using the Polyterra, or formerly Polyterra filament. Play Action Toys. So this is the third Play Action Toy model that I made this week. This is Ezra Bridger from Rebels. And this one I was really, really happy about. I even used the, it's not black, it's a dark blue hair. So if you watch the cartoon, you'd know. And so I did, a handful of Ezra Bridgers and Polymaker filament. And I was very happy with it. I ended up having to print a few pieces a couple of times. But yeah, it articulates and everything. Even has all the way down to the green gloves. This was I'd say a relatively straightforward make or a print. Once you have the right colors. So now I pretty much have most of the Rebels. I don't think he's done a Chopper yet. If he has, I don't think I printed the Chopper. But I think he's done everyone. He's done Zeb, Hera. Although Hera had the old eyes, he may not redo it. He did Ezra and then Kanan. Or Ezra here. But anyway, very happy to have Ezra Bridger now in my 3D printed figure collection. Then I found a Santa Yoda. I liked this model. I like this one a lot. Ended up going with a trichromatic filament. This is an eSun filament. Kind of nice. And I've started to, like, when I print out models that, may have parts that could snap, like this dangly ball or this lightsaber, what I've been doing is adding in the slicer basically 100% infill for this area, or like this area, and that's it. Like everything else is typically a 2% crosshatch filament, and it's very, very lightweight usually. But this is 100% filament. This is 100% filament. So that in that case, just in case something happens, it should not as easily snap as it would have otherwise. So that Santa Yoda will find its way somewhere. Then someone had released a. This is also, by the way, in the Jesse printed solid filament, or now Prusa filament. Is it still? Well, no, it's still printed solid, Prusa-ish. But I love it. This blue, it makes a very nice hologram kind of color. A low poly, or relatively low poly R2 with a very low poly Santa cap. I thought it was a nice mashup. I don't print a lot of R2s, but that one turned out rather well. Here's that sitting Yoda to go along with the sitting Darth Vader. This one in, again, a printed solid filament that I had that I thought would work really well. So I've got Yoda and Darth Vader sitting next to each other, just like that. This is, hang on, I'm not done yet. I'm not done. Not quite done. Someone had uploaded, and these are not food safe. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but kind of neat swizzle sticks, lightsaber swizzle sticks. So you can see the different hilts, like there's Kylo Ren's and Darth Vader's, and I want to say it's Luke's, and they've got all these designs on them. And I was just like, I needed to print one night. I'm like, okay, I had this filament out, Galaxy Dark Blue from Polymaker, and I was like, you know what? I think this could work. So I don't know what I'm going to use the swizzle sticks for, since they are not food safe in any way, shape, or form. They are ready to swizzle. So if I can figure out what I'm going to swizzle next or first, you will be the first to know. Sorry, I had to take a sip of the Not Your Father's root beer. Last but not least, this is the older, this is not a newer one, the older model from Play Action Toys before he went on sabbatical. I just never got around to printing it. And then this past week when he released Ezra, I'm like, or no, sorry, he released Rey, and then, which I showed off last week. And so I decided, okay, I'm gonna go and print Obi-Wan and just do it, for whatever. I originally was using the cream colored, like I did with Grievous, for his tunic, but ended up switching over to another color because I was not paying attention to the flushing volumes from the 3MF that was being used, and it ended up causing some issues. And so I thought, well, maybe I need to try a different filament. It wasn't the filament, it was the flushing volumes specifically. And so effectively, what I've got here is a slightly darker color than what you might normally see for the tunic. I'm a little concerned about this particular model and specifically that filament, because even at 100%, I've had issues, especially when I was putting the figure together, of these hanging tunic pieces snapping. So that's just an FYI if you're going to do this. Not a free model from Play Action Toys, but certainly very, very, very recommended. I ended up printing and keeping some of the extra pieces and then printing like extras. So like they're like prototypes of sorts, figures that I can give to somebody else who may not be as, as detail oriented as I am. But certainly I was very happy to get that done. That brings me pretty much up to speed with the Play Action Toys models. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. Hang on. My Grievous. This is the problem. Getting Grievous to balance is a challenge. Hang on. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different models this week. I've printed 15. I almost said 13. Hang on. What the? Why did? That was weird. Oh, I know what I did. In fact, let me change that. I have a hot corner. If you're not familiar with hot corners on Mac OS, they're shortcuts, and it was toggled on to start the screensaver. I'm going to turn it off. No more hot corners. Okay, no more hot corners. But yeah, I would say it was a relatively busy week as far as that was concerned. As I said, I'm printing a Shore Trooper now. That'll be ready for next week. I am, after the stream, probably going to be setting all of these up on the backdrop there and taking pictures for posterity, minus the swizzle sticks. I don't know if these are going to get. I probably need to. You know what I need to do? There's like a food safe spray, isn't there? I remember learning about that, right? Like something that you can spray food safe on these makes so that you can have them or eat them with food, or have food with them or drink with them, because then I could use them. Hang on. Now I gotta check. Food safe spray for 3D prints. Food grade epoxy polyurethane resin coating. Yeah. Shoot. Is there? Food safe epoxy. Yeah. I don't know. So I can coat the objects with a food safe epoxy, but that might not do what I need it to do. So these may forever live not around food. I don't know how I'm going to photograph them either. because they're not easily photographed, as opposed to things that are like standing freely, standing freely. I may crack into the new metallic red to do this Darth again, because I screwed it up. I hate when I get like all the way done with the print and then screw it up. That's the absolute worst. I do have Italian origin. I'm full-blooded Italian, but I'm American. And then that's it. Okay, so I got that up there. I'll be taking pictures, posting in social. We hit MakerDeck hit 100 people on TikTok. I was like blanking on the name, TikTok. So very happy to see that. I'll be live streaming on TikTok with Matt at some point in the near future. We're going to be doing a collaborative stream with MakerDeck, which is great. It's good to have another presence out there. I don't post a lot of 3D printing video or anything on TikTok. I should, like, here's what I made this week, but it's just the amount of work that goes into it. It's hefty. I mean, especially when you're printing like 15 different things over the course of a week. That's a lot. I don't know about you, but man, whew. I mean, I love doing it. Don't get me wrong, but like making videos for every single one of those things, that's insane. It's a lot. It's too much. Hang on just a second. Let me do this. Need an emoji here. Wait a minute. Did I spell that right? I did. Okay. I was checking something on Twitch there. And, like I said, it was a busy week. That's what I made this week. Not sure what everybody else made, but keep posting over onto Discord. Be happy to see what everybody else has been creating. And, hey, you find a model that I absolutely must do, you got to let me know. That's part of the beauty of MakerDeck, right? Is just being inspired by other people. It's a great reason for anybody to watch there 24/7.